Many of us have unforgettable days. This day back in November was just that for San Francisco Giants pitcher Tim Lincecum. At the tender age of 24, he found out he'd won the National League Cy Young Award. You will see that day and feel the reaction to 18 wins, 227 innings pitched, and 265 strikeouts. This is Inside the Clubhouse, the Cy Young Award. Hi everyone, and welcome to Inside the Clubhouse, the Cy Young Award. I'm Dave Fleming. Well, he's listed at 5'11", 170 pounds. But when he steps on the mound, Tim Lincecum defies all expectations and logic. The franchise, the freak. These are nicknames that try to help explain how somebody his size over and over again fires 97-mile-an-hour fastballs. Back in November, Tim had a whirlwind day. It was the day he found out he won the 2008 National League Cy Young Award. He had made this drive into the players' parking lot dozens of times, but this time was different. This time, Tim was entering his home park as the best pitcher in the National League.
He struck him out. Stay with the hard stuff. 252 strikeouts.
Slider struck him out. What a pitch.
Thank you.
It's awesome. You are a, you must be on time now?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, feels good.
Are you, when'd you get the call?
Roughly around like, I'd say, I don't remember what time it was, maybe around 10. How's it going?
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well done. We're so proud of you. It's a great thing. Great thing.
Thank you.
Relax, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you clear out the room?
Conference room, the room's cleared.
It's cleared.
You might want to just go out on the deck for a second. There's a
Oh.
huge
Check it out.
surprise.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's up.
Okay.
Here it is.
Oh, wow.
We work fast.
You guys just got that, did they just get that up there?
Yeah.
That was quick.
In the last 30 minutes. It was
How do you do that?
magic.
That's something in the hopper.
Magic.
That's the easy part.
Hope you like the pose.
No, it's good.
Got the intensity there.
That's great, though. It's big.
Were you surprised, young man?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been thinking about it too much. I mean, up until this morning when I woke up. That's the only time I thought about it, and then I only had to wait a few hours to find out, so it wasn't that bad.
You gonna work out today, or you take it?
No, I'm gonna take it easy.
Rest well deserved. Tim worked hard to become the second Giant in club history to win the coveted Cy Young Award. He shares the honor with Mike McCormick, who won the prize in 1967.
Mike McCormick.
That's fantastic.
Hello. Hey.
Mike McCormick?
Hey, thank you very much. You know, I finally got to pass the torch, huh? Yeah.
The Cy Young voting is conducted by the Baseball Writers Association of America. 32 ballots are cast in the National League, and Lincecum received an astounding 23 first-place votes. He is one of just 4 pitchers to win the award in his first full big league season.
Here was the voting. Basically a landslide. So you had 23 first place. Nobody else had more than 4. You had 137 points to 73. It's pretty awesome.
We can just hang out on the elevator.
Welcome to the BBWAA 2008 National League Cy Young Award conference call. I would now like to turn the conference over to Jack O'Connell, Secretary-Treasurer of Baseball Writers Association of America. Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Joining us on the line today from San Francisco is the Giants right-hander Tim Lincecum, who was our National League Cy Young Award winner.
I'm Laura Banky at AT&T Park with Cy Young Award winner Tim Lincecum. Tim, first of all, congratulations, but that has got to have a nice ring to it.
You won easily. What do you think about that? Are you surprised at how easy you won this award?
Yeah, I was definitely surprised. I thought it was going to be a lot closer. I was thinking more along the lines of, Johan or Sabathia or Webb.
The 2008 National League Cy Young Award winner.
Everyone's just excited, and this is a great moment, for the Giants.
I'm just wondering
wondering how much of your downplaying it was just that you really didn't care, or how much was it just not getting your hopes up?
You know, I definitely do care, but I wasn't going to put that more added pressure on myself to, you know, to do well over the season. It was going to be, you know, playing for my teammates.
Congratulations. What does it feel like now? You got to walk around with a tie in San Francisco?
No, I still don't wear a tie. Definitely don't wear a tie. I don't even think I wore a tie when we had to travel. You know, people have been doubting me my whole life, so I mean, it's nothing new, and you know, it's not one of those things that I'm going to hold against them. It's just, you know, if they're going to doubt it and then they want to watch, then, you know, let them, you know, see what the end result is.
Got him. That's the record for Lincecum, 252 strikeouts on the year. He owns the San Francisco Giants strikeout record.
Welcome back to Inside the Clubhouse, the Cy Young Award. He's only got 2 seasons under his belt, but Tim Lincecum has already formed a very special bond with San Francisco Giants fans.
Fans love you. It's been a great thing between you and the fans in a short period of time. A year and a half. I can't believe it's just a year and a half. Year and 2/3.
Seems longer than that.
It really does. You've had a lot. It's a lot to pack in. You packed up.
I give Timmy credit too. He didn't wait to sign. He signed.
I remember that.
He came out and he signed, and he made, you know, got out there. I mean, he could have waited to the last minute.
Yeah. I think I only took a month off.
But you've always been a hard worker. All sports on the calendar, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was playing year-round with, you know, football, basketball, and baseball growing up, so it was just like I was always busy, so it was nice to always kind of just stay busy as I grew up. I mean, this is perfect getting to play baseball this long.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, it's a grind, and you don't get weekends, but you get to play some fun, you know, you can do something you love.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank
Congratulations.
you very much.
That's awesome.
I appreciate it.
The kids are here. They just did an art project, so we're just going to go out and they each have your magazine, so if you can sign.
Okay.
It's on the glass area.
All right. Whoa. There's a lot of people out here. You know, more than just kids, they're fans too. So, you know, they're them and their parents there. It's just so nice to see, you know what we can do as, you know, as players.
Right here, come on, right here.
Can I sign your head? The hat or your head? The hat, okay. You know, you see the kids light up every time, you know, they see a Major League Baseball player. It's great to just, you know, kind of give back. Hey, thanks, pal. I appreciate it. Ooh, solar panel, that's nice. Oh, I like the glove.
Can you sign my shirt too?
Yeah, bud. You want to sign the Silver Sharpie? Fans have, you know, been coming up to me and, you know, kids, you know, telling me I'm their favorite player, and, you know, it's just weird because I used to do that same thing to, you know, to the baseball players that I go to games to, and, you know, just to be in that position and just know what they're going through. It's a pretty cool experience.
Can you sign my head?
Oh, you really want me to sign your head?
Yeah.
Fitting that Lincecum has a soft spot for kids, it wasn't that long ago that he was creating his path to the Cy Young Award. It all began 800 miles north of San Francisco in Renton, Washington.
Just grew up into a baseball family. My brother is like 4 years older than me. He was playing baseball when I was a little kid, and you know, my dad was always into baseball or something of it, and their interest in it kind of just sparked mine. You know, you kind of see your older brother doing it, you're like, oh, that'd be cool. So you kind of do the same things he does, and you know, that's kind of the way I did it. I think it was just I wanted to be a professional, whatever kind of athlete there was. You know, I was like, I loved football, I loved playing basketball, and I loved baseball, of course. And I don't think until, you know, later on in high school I decided that, you know, this is something I actually want to do for a career and that I would actually like to, you know, get into.
Lincecum was selected by the Chicago Cubs in the 48th round of the 2003 baseball draft, but he did not sign. He decided to attend college at the University of Washington. In his freshman campaign, he became the first player ever to be named both Pac-10 Freshman of the Year as well as Pac-10 Pitcher of the Year. In 2006, he won the prestigious Golden Spikes Award, the Heisman Trophy of college baseball.
I mean, it was was ecstatic. I mean, it was great. It was just to receive that, you know, that kind of recognition and that, you know, the honor of having that trophy. You know, just have my name go under there as a list of people that, you know, to be accompanied with, you know, with Mark Pryors and Pat Burrows and obviously the Khalil Green, you know, those are all great baseball players. And, you know, it was just kind of the icing on the cake because it was kind of, you know, during the time at the end of my junior year in college and, you know, the draft happened and, you know, I think I had a decent college season, so it was just, like I said, the icing on the cake.
I had lunch with Mark Marquis, the Stanford baseball coach. He said to say hi. This was just last Friday.
Yeah, I struggled against him.
Competed against. Oh, you struggled against?
My freshman year I did all right, but then I didn't do so well next.
Well, he tells a story, as a matter of fact, of your pitching relief on a Friday afternoon game against Stanford.
Yeah, I remember that weekend. That was my freshman year.
And then starting on Sunday. And he said he's never seen that packed in baseball.
And then Cy Young Award winner.
Oh.
You have to get used to that.
What's next?
The main press conference. So take you and Brian down there, and I'm just going to basically introduce both of you. Brian will say a couple of remarks on behalf of the organization, and then I'll open it up to you to say a couple of remarks.
I got a beanie on. Whatever.
You're you.
Exactly.
In Obama-like fashion, it wasn't close. I wonder what we were worrying about out here on the West Coast. You deserve it, Timmy. You certainly were the focus of everything that was good about the Giants this year. The organization has a lot to be proud of because of your individual accolade. As Mike McCormick said, it's a moniker you're going to have to live with the rest of your life, which is a good one. And your age of innocence is over. A lot's going to be expected of you.
I want to give thanks to San Francisco for their support here in the Bay Area, and you know, without that, I don't think we'd be at where we're at. I mean, as far as the team goes, you know, we struggle, but at the same time, everybody still comes out to games, so that's great. That support is definitely well needed. My reaction was, woohoo! I literally yelled a couple times after I got off the phone, so it was pretty nice.
Was it part of your goals this year, prior, going into the season?
To win the Cy Young?
Yes.
No, that was the farthest thing from my mind. It was more of a joke than anything. I mean, I didn't really, you know, think that I could, you know, fall within these elite pitchers, especially with, you know, how many there are in the majors. But I don't know, it just ended up being one of those seasons that worked out for me.
The fastball puts him away. Struck him out. Stay with the hard stuff. And strike three. Blew that one right by him at 96 miles an hour.
Welcome back to Inside the Clubhouse, the Cy Young Award. The love of the game. If there's one defining component to every baseball great since the beginning of the sport, that's probably it. For Tim Lincecum, it was with him in Washington. It came with him to San Francisco, and it even traveled with him to the Big Apple, New York City, where 24 years of love of the sport was repaid in full.
You know, it took, you know, a lifelong commitment to baseball, and, you know, in sports in general, and, you know, just caring about the competitiveness of the sport and, you know, like I said, respecting it. So, you know, to be here and, you know, playing a game that I love and doing it at this level, it just means the world to me.
He looks like he just got out of high school.
Winning this award is it means you know, everything to me. You know, I'm pushing myself all my life. My dad's pushing me, you know, to be the best I can be. You know, not just as a person, but, you know, as a baseball player and a pitcher. So to be here, you know, and make him proud and make my family members and close ones and friends, you know, proud, and also my teammates. So, you know, just to be here in honor of them is a big deal to me.
That's right.
Tim, is there anybody in your party? Congratulations. Tim, is there anybody in your party I should know about?
Yeah, my dad, my agent, my girlfriend.
Okay, well, your girlfriend's in. Girlfriend. Agent, Okay, dad, we're that's set. it. I need a picture of you. Timmy. Sir, how you doing?
My father has had the biggest influence in me. I mean, like I said, as a pitcher and as a person, but he's taught me everything. He's taught me my mechanics. He's taught me, respect the game and play it right. And the biggest reason why I'm here. There's been so many great pitchers that come out of Giants uniforms, with nothing to show for it, and I'm just glad I can be one of the two to take it down. My teammates, on the field obviously, and in the clubhouse were a big reason why I'm here. One of the biggest. I mean, without them making plays behind me, scoring runs, just backing me and keeping me motivated, I wouldn't be here. So. I definitely value my teammates and my relationships with them.
His build reminds you of Juan Marichal or Whitey Ford. His delivery reminds you of Goose Gossage, but with just a bit more torque. His power reminds you of Bob Feller, Robin Roberts, and Nolan Ryan, and his dominance reminds you of Sandy Koufax and Lefty Grove. On behalf of the Baseball Writers Association of America, it's my pleasure to present the 2008 National League Cy Young Award to Tim Lincecum.
First off, I have to thank the Baseball Writers of America. Obviously without them, I would not be here today. Second, I would like to thank my teammates and the Giants organization as a whole. You guys making big plays behind me, making big outs, scoring big runs. So thank you to them. Next, I would like to thank my agent, Rick Thurman. His help and tutelage has got me here also. Lastly, I would like to thank my dad. He is the biggest reason that I'm here today, and it's for you, Pops. So, thanks.
I think one of the greatest compliments I ever had made to me was Wes Westrom, who was a seasoned catcher, real seasoned catcher, about my father's age, and subsequently became a major league manager, said, not to me, but to other people, that I was the maturest 17 and 18-year-old baseball-wise that he had ever seen, and that I came into the league at that age with a major league curveball and was able to throw strikes. So I think that combination of things probably is why I blossomed as early as I did.
1967 Cy Young winner Mike McCormick, on his skills as a young pitcher, the only other Giants pitcher to win the Cy Young Award. Welcome back to the program. I'm Dave Fleming. You work your whole life to be the best at what you do. Then you achieve it, you celebrate it, you relish it. But I think the big question for 2008 Cy Young winner Tim Lincecum, how can he build on that success?
And I don't set too big of goals. I kind of try to take it one day at a time and try to get better that way. There's nothing worse than, I'd say, reaching for something too early and, not reaching it. So as far as I go, like I said, one day at a time, just try to get better and, make yourself a better player.
That approach has certainly worked for Tim. He dominated the Cactus League this spring as he prepared for his start tomorrow against the Brewers. He enters the Giants opener knowing that his teammates are behind him 100%.
The kid is really unbelievable. He has a great heart. It's awesome. He's out there to win. He beats you. He has the ball in hand, and that's about it. You're gonna have to beat him. He's never gonna be beat. He's never gonna let anybody get in his head or anything like that. I think you're gonna have to come out with your best and beat him.
You know, I'm a pretty competitive person, I like to say. Play any sport when you're growing up, and you know, just something that kind of it just comes out in you, and if it doesn't, then oh well, but if it does, I mean, you see that. You see guys who are dying out there for their team, guys giving it all, you know, just showing that competitive effort that it takes to be a baseball player.
On a scale of 1 to awesome, he's pretty awesome. Guys, I don't know. They named him well, or he named himself well, the freak. Guy can do it all. Pretty much how I'd say it.
You know, when I'm out there, that's pretty much all that's on my mind is, you know, what I want to do this batter, what I want to do this play, thinking about my next at bat, thinking about my next pitch, you know, thinking plays ahead, and you know, just kind of always kind of sticking to that kind of pattern.
I think the thing about Timmy is he's so good at competing once he gets on the field. You know, he's not a guy that comes to the ballpark all, you know, amped out because he's starting that day. He's just relaxed, laid back, and once he gets on the field and they say play ball, he turns it to a different switch and goes.
The Cy Young Trophy is on the mantle. Tomorrow, Tim steps on the mound, no longer a secret, in fact, a star. He's still that kid from Renton, Washington, but he's become the face of the Giants organization, and he will be tossing heat. This has been Inside the Clubhouse, the Cy Young Award. For all of us here at SFG Productions, I'm Dave Fleming, and we'll see you here at the ballpark all season long.